Auto show season is well underway, but for most auto enthusiasts, one of the biggest and most important shows of the year takes place in Motor City. The North American International Auto Show, or the Detroit Auto Show, takes place in Detroit every January. And for GM, it is their big dance. That's why James Bell, GM's head of consumer affairs, is joining us this morning. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Taryn. Great to hear from you, I should say.
Yeah. Well, you must be in car heaven right now.
I am. The Detroit Auto Show, of course, is, it's the highlight on my calendar and so many other people in the business. We've had such a fantastic year. The sales of new car and trucks across the country are almost at the top record of 17 million. And many analysts are saying we're going to cross 17 million in 2015. So yeah, the energy's up here in Detroit. People are excited, and feels like a little bit of Hollywood has come back to Motown.
I would say so. And talk about trucks, because we are going to be seeing some new trends in trucks, and I think that people are wanting smaller cars, but trucks are they're so popular.
Well, there's a lot of American families that need a full-size truck or SUV because of their lifestyles, whether they're using the truck for work, or they need the SUV because they have lots of children, or they're pulling a boat on weekends or a horse trailer. That kind of vehicle, its demand is not dried up. So what people are able to find is that they're able to get some great options that give you all that usability, but do it in a much more efficient way. In fact, I think about this vehicle over my shoulder here, the Chevrolet Colorado. This is a mid-size truck, a little bit smaller than a regular truck, a little easier to park, obviously much better fuel efficiency, and it's selling like hotcakes. In fact, if you look in the industry, about 60-day supply around the country is considered healthy. That's considered the right number. We're running about 9-day supply on this right now. So it's unhealthy in a very, very fantastic way for Chevrolet.
Wow, yeah. Well, talk about electric vehicles. Is that going to be
Sure.
a trend that we're going to continue to see?
I get asked that question quite a bit,
Yeah.
because fuel prices are obviously at crazy lows right now. So people say, James, why do the car makers even make electric cars? I don't see the reason for it. Well, actually, you're going to see more of them. And the reason being is that in order to meet fuel efficiency and emission standards, not only here in the US, but around the globe, you need to go electric. You need to use as little gasoline as possible, and electrification is the way to do it. In fact, Chevrolet's shown two particular vehicles here. One is the updated Chevrolet Volt, which is a fantastic kind of evolution on the current Volt. Volt owners love their car. They're amongst the, when you see survey after survey by J.D. Power and others, they have the highest satisfaction of any car on the market. And that's because it really delivers 1,000 miles between visits to the gas station, and even then it's just a little bit of gas, just topping up, not even a full tank. So the car is doing great, but we've spoken to owners and said, how can we make it better? And they wanted additional passenger, because the current one is 4 passenger. It's now out to 5. They wanted more range. Current one is 38 miles on charge. We're taking that to 50. And they wanted more power, have even more torque available for when light turns green. So we're excited about the new Volt. On the other side of it, an all-electric car was introduced here in Detroit. It's called the Bolt, and that's Bolt with a B. And this is a 5-passenger, 5-door, small crossover vehicle that, Tesla has been talking about for some time now, doing an affordable, small electric car for American families that will get 200 miles on a charge. And guess what? Tesla's still talking about it, and Chevrolet is doing it. We have this new Bolt going to be out next year for about $30,000. Again, 200 miles on a charge. Really makes buying a gasoline car feel a little bit antiquated.
Oh, wow. Well, talk about performance cars too now. What are the
Sure.
cars, the gotcha cars?
Well, you must have noticed the little blue one over my shoulder there.
Yes, I did.
Yes, that of course is the Stingray, which has been a huge success. It was the star of the show here in Detroit last year. Well, how do you make something great better? You give it more power. So with the, we've now added the model called the Z06 Stingray, which takes from 450 horsepower up to 650 horsepower. And I recently had a chance to drive the Z06 out in Las Vegas out at a track, and I can tell you, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, that's faster than it took me time-wise to say the sentence I've just said. That is a fast car, braking from 60 to 0 in less than 100 feet. That is, Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini territory at a quarter of the price. So we're really excited about the new Z06. If you want one, you better get in line now, because they're going to sell out quick.
And don't eat while you're in them too. I was going to say, there's a lot to be excited about. So as we close, any website we can go to check out all of this
Absolutely.
cool
Please
stuff?
go to gm.com. We got links to all the vehicles we've talked about here. here, but then of course also to all the other great things you're going to see at the Detroit Auto Show.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy your time there. I know you are.
Oh, no problem there. Thank you.
We, of course, will put all that info on our website, fox4morningblend.com.
Now that you've got your fix at the car show, race on over to True Fashionistas to gear up for a new look.